Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the history of an abandoned slate mine in the Sauerland region of Germany called Nuttlar. So let's dive right in. Early in the morning, we started the drive towards Nuttlar, located in western Germany. As you get closer to the mine, the landscape slowly shifts from highways and small villages into hills and forested terrain, hiding a place with a surprisingly industrial past beneath the surface. It's hard to imagine that under these hills lies a vast network of tunnels stretching for kilometers underground. The Nuttlar Mine has a history dating back to the late 1800s. For decades, miners extracted slate from deep underground chambers, gradually expanding the mine into a massive underground system across multiple levels. The mine continued to operate until 1985, when production finally stopped. Once the pumps were shut down, water slowly flooded the lower sections, transforming it into the dive site we know today. What makes the Nuttlar so special is the connection between history and diving. Where divers now glide through silent tunnels, miners once worked in the same passages, transporting heavy slate through narrow corridors. Even today, you can still find remnants of that history underground. Rails, structures, and carved tunnels that tell a story of its past. Before entering the mine, you immediately notice how compact everything is. Parking can be a bit tight here, especially when multiple dive groups are on site, but that's quickly forgotten once you're underwater. The anticipation before entering an overhead environment like this is always something special, knowing you're about to enter a completely different world. As soon as you descend into the mine, the environment changes completely. The water is calm, the visibility opens up, and you're immediately surrounded by massive man-made tunnels. One of the first things you notice is how tall and narrow the mine is. It creates a very unique feeling underwater, almost like flying through vertical corridors carved into rock. What really impressed me about Nuttlar is how accessible it is for Cave 1 divers. The mine is relatively shallow, but it still offers a full overhead experience with proper guideline navigation decisions, and a strong sense of environment awareness. On the yellow route, I was even able to reach end of line using only a double 12 setup, which makes it an excellent site for training and controlled exploration. Despite being a mine, it still feels very structured and readable underwater, which makes it ideal for building confidence in overhead environments. Unlike a natural cave, a mine has a very different feeling. Everything here is man-made. You can clearly see the structure of how it was carved, expanded, and used over decades. Rails, cut rock surfaces, and massive tunnel shapes all remind you that this once was a working industrial site. Swimming through it almost feels like moving through a frozen piece of history. For me, this was a really enjoyable dive. The combination of history, environment, and accessibility makes Nuttlar stand out compared to many other overhead sites. It's not about extreme depth or complexity. It's about atmosphere, control, and awareness in a unique environment. After the dive, you're brought back to the surface where everything feels almost normal again, which is always a strange contrast after being in an overhead environment like this. Overall, the Nuttlar Mine is an incredible dive site. It offers a perfect balance between accessibility and real overhead diving experience, especially for Cave 1 level divers. If you're into cave diving, mine diving, or technical diving in general, this is definitely a site worth visiting.
If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments what mine or cave you'd like me to explore next. Don't forget to check out the links in my description for my social media pages and more information about the mine. And as always, dive safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.